Rock and Roll Geek Show 921.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA, online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Wednesday, July 10th, 2019, and it is 7:04 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. Tonight, I'm going to bring back a forgotten segment of the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This was reminded to me by friend of the show, Michael Street. He posted on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, which I did not create, but I do approve, people. You just have to answer 2 questions, so I know you're not a Russian hacker. All right. Anyway, he said that he missed a segment that I used to do called "Will It Hold Up?" I think that's what the segment was called. And he bought an album by Twitz's sister. What's that? Can't Stop Rock and Roll. And he said he misses me doing that segment. So I'm bringing back that segment. I'm not going to be doing the Twitz's sister album, but I'm going to be doing another album from my childhood. I'm going to break out an album that I have not listened to in years and see if it stands the test of time. One of my favorite albums from when I was a kid. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do, if you look at the title of this episode, you know which album I'm doing, but I'm not going to tell you. Hopefully you won't look at the title. Maybe I'll change the title of the episode so you won't know. All right, that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to also play some music. Maybe read, pardon me, I'm burping up this fine Tecate. Let me take a sip before I finish burping it. This is the second Tecate of the day. The Butlers are playing down in the LA area this weekend. We're heading down tomorrow, piling into Craig's truck and driving down to, we're going to practice down there on Thursday because Billy Rowe lives down there. And we're playing with my friend Mick Cripps' band. Mick Cripps, they're called the Brutalists. Mick Cripps is the guitar player. Another guy, Kent, is also on guitar. Mick's brother plays bass. Great drummer named Charlie. And the singer is Nigel Mogg from the Choir Boys. They're called the Brutalists. We're playing with the Brutalists, Joe Normal, the Butlers, and the Claws. We're playing on Friday. We're playing in Tarzana at a place called... hold on a second. I'll tell you. I have to look it up. I'm terrible at these things. Tarzana at a place called Pete's Place, and Saturday in Pasadena at the Old Town Pub. So if you're down there, come say the secret friend. I would love, first of all, if you're a friend of the show, I would love to see you come down there because it's always nice to meet friends of the show. If you come up to me and say the phrase super great, couldn't be better, just walk up to me and say, "Hey, Butler, I'm a friend of the show. Super great, couldn't be better. I will buy you a beer, friends." I posted on the Facebook, the first person to say that. But if you say you're a friend of the show, even if you're not the first person, I'll buy you a beer, friends. Okay, so again, Friday, Pete's Place in Tarzana, Saturday, Old Town Pub in Pasadena. I know nothing about these places. I do know that David Lee Roth, I think, still has a place in Pasadena. Maybe he'll come down and sit in with the Butlers. That would be cool. I invited Alex Kane to come up and play with us. We'll see if he shows up or not. He did respond. Yeah, I was texting with my friend Alex Kane. All right, Eddie Trunk. So that's one announcement I have to make. Another one is, you know that August is coming up, and every year I've been doing the Dog Days of Podcasting, where we attempt to do a show a day for 30 days. I'm going to do it again this year, and I'm not heading down to the Rockin' Pod Expo this year because they're not paying my way. As a matter of fact, it went from paying my way to now you have to pay, so I can't afford to go down there. Anyway, I couldn't anyway if I wanted to because even if anybody paid my way, because I have a scheduling conflict. I'm going to be going down to Florida. We're going down to the Keys to hunt lobster. The lobster season opens up at I think August 1st or something like that. And we're going to go down there and spend a week fishing and hunting for lobster. But anyway, while I'm down there, I'm going to be doing a show a day for the entire month of August. So you have that to either look forward to or to dread, depending on your point of view, friends. So, all right, that's enough announcements. I'm going to play a song now. I got an email from... Sorry, friends, I had a brain lock. I got an email from Coulter, the drummer from this band called the Brothers Steve. Coulter played drums in Czar, and he's got a new band called the Brothers Steve with the bass player from Czar named Jeff. Jeff Whalen, singer from Czar, is also in this band playing guitar, and a guy named Dylan on guitars and vocals, and a guy named Oz on vocals as well. I'm going to read a little bit of Coulter's email. Michael, I'm very excited to share this with you. You're in a very small handful of trusted rockers who are getting a sneak peek of the forthcoming debut album from the Brothers Steve. We're super duper proud of it, but we can't wait for you to hear what you think. Well, he sent me okay, I'll finish reading this. The album will not be officially released until July 27th, but a 2-song digital single was released on June 28th through Big Stir Records. And as of now, those 2 songs, along with a song called We Got the Hits, are the only songs we're asking people to play. So, anyway, so he sent me the entire album. I'm losing my mind here. I need to take a sip of this fine Tecate. Finish reading his email. The album will not be officially released until July 27th. Okay, he said that. As of now, these 2, along with We Got the Hits, are the only songs we're asking people to play. Although... the link below includes the entire album for you to check out. Don't want anybody playing the whole album or even several songs all at once before the album is released because we want to roll them out slow, don't you know? Thanks for checking out our music. Hope you dig it. Please tag the Brothers Steve, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And he goes on to ask if I would be interested in interviewing Jeff Whalen, which Jeff Whalen already knows that I have an open invitation to interview him anytime. So I'm going to start off with a song from the Brothers Steve. The album is going to be called Number 1, The Brothers Steve Number 1. I guess that's what the album's called. Yeah, their debut album, Number 1, produced by Luke Turney and will be released in July 2019. Comprised of Jeff Whalen, Oz Tyler, Dylan Champion, Jeff Solomon, and Coulter on drums. I'm going to play a song called Angeline, then we'll come back and we will do the long-lost segment of the show called Will It Hold Up? All right, this song is called Angeline from the Brothers Steve.
Oh, Angeline, girl, I've seen you try. pyramid situation. I've been sleeping alone, running for an evaluation. That's all for me, Angeline, Angeline, for you and me, Angeline, Angeline. That's all for me, Angeline. I'm already missing you. I can see your eyes, but I paid my dues.
There you go. Brother Steve Angeline. All right, we'll power pop. All right, before we go into Will It Hold Up, I would like to thank everybody who donated to the Rock and Roll Geek Show this week, this month. Let me find something to play. Let me turn off my phone that's going crazy. Going to play something that was sent to me by Brett Garsky, friend of the show. Michael, I assume you're doing great and never could never be better. Yes, I'm super great, couldn't be better. I know you're not a fan of Jack White, but he just released a new album with the Raconteurs today, and it has some amazing harmonies, catchy pops, hooks, a Leonard Skinner sounding track. I think you should give it a chance. I think it will put him in a new light to you. All right, from friend of the show, Brett Garsky. So I'm going to play that in the background. The Raconteurs. Let me find it here. Let's see here. Let me find. What is it called again? It is called It's called Help Us Stranger. He said the one song sounds like Leonard Skinner. So I'll play that in the background. He goes, some days. All right, let's find that. Tuesday's gone. Well, friends, thank you everybody who donated to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. Would you like to be a donor? There are several ways you can donate to the show. Because this show, as you know, is a value for value model. If you like hearing me stumble over my words, have to pause the show because I have brain lock, or just act like a complete moron, if that appeals to you and it brings you any value, there are several ways you can donate to the show, friends. Well, that riff sounds a little like Tuesday's Gone. The rest doesn't. Several ways you can donate to the show. You can go to Patreon, or you can go to rockandrollgeek.com and click the donate button. And one of the ways to donate is through Patreon. Patreon.com/RNRGeek. Like the following people did. One of my oldest friends, Mike Brown, donates $25 every episode. Joseph Coyne donates donates $10 every episode. Joe Pawlak, my bodyguard, $6.66 every episode. Derek Lewis donates $5 every episode. Dan Gerawan, $5 every episode through Patreon. Brian Springer, $5. Bette Wood, $5. Grant Farquhar, $5. Jamie Jefford, $5. Oh, that's pretty good. Marshall York, $5 every episode. Tim Schall, $5. Robert Harvey, $5. Brad Shick, $5. Daniel Segan, $5. Michael Street, $5 every episode. Ken, friend of mine, Michael Street.
Some days I don't feel like trying.
Ken Kennedy, $5. Chiaki Hinohara from the Metal Moment podcast and the Japanese Metalhead Show, who is now looking for work. If anybody wants to hire somebody, I'm looking for probably one of the best employees you will ever find. Management material, friends. Chiaki Hinohara donates $5 every episode. Hell, Chiaki Hinohara could run your company, friends. He will make it a multi-million-dollar operation. He's looking for work. I hope I was not out of line saying that, Chiaki. I hope it wasn't a secret. It is. I apologize.
I'm not dead yet. I'm here right now.
But I'm kind of glad that he's not working at that place anymore, because now I get to have dinners with him more often.
I'm here right now. I'm not dead.
Dave Slusher, my podcast mentor and co-host of the Mad at Dad program, $5 every episode. John Boveri, $5 every episode. Derek Coward from the Comic Book Noise podcast, $2.50 every episode. Chad Burns, $2.50. Paul Roub, $2.25. Adrian Boschon, Bosch Rock on the forums and on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, which I did not create, but I do approve, people. You just have to answer 2 questions, so I know you are not one of Trump's prosecutors letting pedophiles go. Patrick Shanahan, $2. Kurt Crawford, $2. Mike Dixon, $2. Paul Underwood, $2. Bruce McMillan, $2. All right, that song was pretty good. Let's have the opening track of the album, Bored and Raised. Paul Underwood, maker of the fine Underwood barbecue sauce, $2 every episode. Matthew Hunt, $2. Eric Stowell for $2. Metal Dan, Amy Bowen, Bonstone, John Richardson, Arnie Stash, Three Legs, Four Wheels, and Corey Kohler all donate $1 every episode. All right, this one's not doing it for me. Not really loving this one. What else we got here? That was a little too jammy for me.
If you call me, I'll come running.
Not loving this one either.
And you can call me anytime.
Maybe it'll get rocking. Let's give it a little listen.
16 strings were strumming.
You got about 15 more seconds, Jack White.
Every line, every line, every line.
Okay, all right. You can also donate through PayPal. Just click the donate button at rockandrollgeek.com. Like Donald Patterson, $20 every episode, or every month, $20 this month. Elodie Johns, $20. My First Girlfriend. Douglas Free, $20.
If you call me, I'll come running.
Todd Cunningham, friend of the show and friend of mine, $10. School of Podcasting, $10. I'm not loving this one either. How about the third song, Only Child? BJ Lisco, $10. Jeff and Sherry Thielalaki, $10. He says, Jeff says, Butler, Casey rules. He would never have interviewed Tiffany. You should turn your show over to him. Then he donated $10.
Only child.
Ralph Miller, $10. Friend of the show and friend of mine. We went to Cheap Trick on Sunday. My daughter was in town. We went to the Giants game, and it was really nice seeing my daughter. But she left. She went back home to Washington on Sunday, and Ralph Miller and I went to Cheap Trick on Sunday night. Man, they were fucking great. We'll pause this for a second. We'll pause from the donation segment for a second. I forgot to talk about Cheap Trick. They were great. Robin Zander's son, Robin Taylor Zander, I think his name is, was on third guitar and background vocals. He was matching Robin Zander's vocals and doing high harmonies. It lifted those Cheap Trick songs up to another level. Kudos to that guy. He really makes the band sound a lot better. And it was a good set list too, man. Really good set list. It wasn't the best set list that I've because I went and looked on setlist.fm to see what songs they've been playing. They've been playing Southern Girls. They even did Oh Caroline. They didn't do either of those, but they did a lot of good ones. They did She's Tight. They did They did. Just trust me, they did a lot of good ones. All right. I was thoroughly enjoying it. One thing that concerned me, though, Rick Nielsen looked like he had lost a lot of weight, and it didn't look like it was from dieting. It looked like he was because he was sick. I hope we don't lose Rick Nielsen anytime soon, man. That will really suck. Because, Robin Taylor Zander, I think, took his place on a couple of shows. But they sounded really good. It was a great set list. I will look for the set list after. All right, I'll pause this, and I might as well pause it and look for the set list now. All right, here was the set list. Hello There, which is what they always open up with, or most of the time. Then they went into Come On from In Color. That's a great one. Look Out, Big Eyes, California Man, On Top of the World, She's Tight, Ain't That a Shame, Voices. You Got It Going On, and then they went into the usual greatest hits. You Got It Going On, Need Your Love, which was a good one, Need Your Love. Tom Peterson's bass solo, Waiting for the Man. Then The Flame, which is When I Went to Take a Piss. I Want You to Want Me, Dream Police. Then Never Had a Lot to Lose, which was nice to hear. Because it was reserved seats, and you had to stay in your seat. I mean, you could stand up, but you couldn't rush to front of the stage. But when they came back on for the encore, which was Dream Police, I think, they let people run up to the front of the stage, and I ran up to the very front. And during Never Had a Lot to Lose, I was singing along to all the lyrics, and Rick Nielsen was looking at me really happy that I was singing along, and he threw me 2 picks, which I didn't catch either of them. But and then they closed with Surrender and Good Night Now. 2 of the guys from Merv got up on stage and did Surrender with them, and one of their daughters too. It was a very good show. All right, back to the donation segment. Back to you, Rack on Tours. Where was I here? Thank you to Ralph Miller, friend of the show. Dave Franco, $10. Ralph Miller donates $10 every month. Jeff and Sherry Thielke donated another $10. He hates the show, so he hated the Tiffany interview so much he donated a second $10. James Venners, $10. Jason Shepard, $10. My mouth's getting a little parched. Let me take a sip of this fine Tecate. Andrew Howell, $5. Jer O'Carroll, $5. Kelly Mitchell, $5. Sigmund Heidacher, $5. All right. I know I'm going to screw this name up, so I'm going to pause this. I'm going to pause the music here. Because he says if I pronounce the name right, he's going to up his donation. Dick
Schuits.
Dick
Schuits.
Schouts.
Schuits.
Schouts.
Schuits.
Schouts.
Schuits.
Schouts.
Schuits.
Scouts. All right. Dick Scouts. Scouts. It's pronounced Schuigt. How is that Scouts? But thank you, Dick. Thank you, Dick,
Schuits.
for the $5 every episode. I really appreciate it, friend. Benjamin Mueller, $5. John Tennis, $5. Greg Long, $5. Blake Johnson, $5. Blake Johnson, $5. Eric Lentz, $5. Richard Fusey, $5. Brett Garsky, who asked me to play this song, this music, $5. Kelly Mitchell donated another $5. Michael Williams, $5. Richard Strom, $5. Dale Roller, $5. Christopher Del Grande, $5. Peter Spark, $5. John Offenloch, $5. William Moffett, Lassie Satvedhagen, John Skiller, $2. Bradford Page, $2. Deborah Dreyfus, if that's your real name, $2. Richard Fusey, another $2. And finally, Jason Wendleton, $2. I believe Stephen Blackheart donates also through a different PayPal account. If I didn't say your name, Stephen, I apologize, friends. Those are the ways you can donate to the show. You can also click the donate button and hit the Amazon link. Anytime you donate anything on Amazon, I get a little kickback, friends. All right, thank you, everybody. Raconteur sounds okay. Not loving it, but what are you going to do? All right. It is time now for the long-awaited segment, which I do not have a jingle for. Will it hold up? Now, this album, hold on, I have the vinyl right here. Came out in 1979. I wore this album out. I still have the vinyl here. Even has the still inner sleeve here. It's by April Wine. It is called Harder, Faster. Let me pull it up on the iTunes here on my playlist. April. This is not their biggest album. I think their biggest album is probably Nature of the Beast. Maybe there's the one after that. I don't know. But this was the album. The First Glance was the first one that I ever got from them. Believe it or not, Harder, Faster, which came out in 1979, is their 8th studio album. On the cover, it's got a blur of a guitar of a car, and it's driving down a street so fast it's a blur down a street called Butler Street. On Butler Street. How about that? On the back cover, it's got Miles Goodwin in a kimono top with white pants and his bulge showing. Steve Lang, bass player, with a red kimono and white pants and his bulge showing. Gary Moffat, one of the other guitar players, wearing white pants with his bulge showing and a purple sash. Brian Greenway, wearing a blue kimono and white pants. His bulge is behind the drummer, who is Jerry Mercer, bald-headed guy with a polka-dotted shirt on and holding his drumsticks, and he's wearing a gold watch, which looks like so not rock and roll. And he's wearing these pants. They're like, I don't know, he looks like a gypsy guru type guy. Inner sleeve, bunch of guitars, pictures of the band. One of the guys in the band, the bass player, is already going bald, but he's holding on to that hair with all he's got, with every last inch of his breath. So I remember liking this album a lot, and I probably have not listened to this, I'm going to guess 10 years since I've listened to this album. So we're going to see if it holds up, how it's going to work, similar to Classic Albums Revisited, even though all Classic Albums Revisited is an album that I know is good, it was underrated. Similar to a track-by-track review in that it's got the Rock and Roll Geek scoring system. I listen to a song. If I like it, I give it a +1. If it's okay, I give it a half. And if I don't like it, I give it a 0. So there are only 8 songs on this album. Let me pull out my pin here. Album clocks in at a whopping 33 minutes, which is about what albums clocked in at back in the 70s. You know, albums 30, 40 minutes tops. You rarely had an album that came in at 40 minutes. That would have been a long album. Let me take a sip of notice of this fine Tecate. 8th studio album by Canadian rock band April Wine, according to the Wikipedia, came out in 1979. Certified gold in the U.S. I Like to Rock was the first single. That is the first song on the album. Let's listen to it. I Like to Rock. We'll fade in. Already I remember this tune. It stands the test of time. My friend Mike Brown and I saw April Wine on, I believe it came out, we went and saw them right before Nature of the Beast broke big. I think the album was getting ready to come out. And we saw it was a radio station promotion. It was like Rock 103 or something like that. And it cost $1.03 to get in. This song written by Miles Goodwin. That song stands up. That's still a great tune. Miles Goodwin, great vocals, 3-guitar army. I'm pretty sure Gary Moffat was the guy who played most of the leads. I've been listening to this song in forever. I remember this breakdown. Blow, 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 no, no, no. It's just great. Man, April Wine was a good band back then. Woo! I will let this one play in its entirety. What the hell? It's only a 32 minutes and 27-second album. We can play the whole album. Some like it hot, baby. Woo! Then it goes into the famous riffs, Day Tripper, and I believe it goes into Can't Get No. And into their riff. That's quality rock and roll right there, friends, in my opinion. Definite +1, big +1. Holds up. All right, next song. Say Hello. I remember this one. I don't know if I remember this one. Written by Miles Goodwin. Oh, yeah, it's a good one, too. Oh, yeah, I like this. A little power poppy. Not power pop, but pop melodies. And the 70s had the best rock and roll, friends. 1979, I was in 12th grade. Yeah, I like this. Man, this brings back memories. I believe Elodie Johns and I were riding in my Datsun B210 and listening to this cassette in my car. I believe we may have made out of the movie theater a couple times listening to April Wine Harder Faster. Right, Elodie?
That's the way that it
Good tone. Did I say good tone? Yes, I did. Very tasty licks. By the way, I interviewed Miles Goodwin a long time ago on the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I think I pissed him off, too. I asked him if he had to pay his ex-wife a lot of money or something like that. He got really pissed off at me. What else is new? Ah, this is good. Good breakdown. Nice simple lines intertwining, but it's a good melodic rocker. Listen to this whole thing in its entirety unless we have a shitty song comes up. I like this one. This is another +1 for me. So far it holds up, friends. Next song, Tonight. Again, written by Miles Goodwin. A little ballady.
Anxious thoughts filter through the haze. His mind's confused and he just can't find his way. He knows he just can't fake it. How will he ever make it? His life before him to unfold. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night.
Good little guitar part. Miles Goodwin, great vocals. I think he's still playing gigs under the name April Wine. What label did this come out on? Capitol Records. Then it gets to rockin'. Give this one a half. It's decent enough. It's not the greatest. For the third song, it's not the greatest. I'm going to give it a half. Keep my rock credibility. Back to the simple lines, intertwining. A little Spinal Tap-ish, a little bit. Recorded and mixed at Les Studios, Morin Heights in Canada somewhere. Oh, in Quebec, French Canada. Engineer, Nick Blagona. Is that a French name too? Probably. Produced by Miles Goodwin and Nick Blagona. This would be a precursor to the next album, which had some really popular power ballads on it, which would be, what were the power ballads? Just Between You and Me. Huge song for them off Nature of the Beast. Not a bad song, but I will give it a half. All right, next song, Ladies Man. I think I remember this one being a rocker. Oh, yeah. It's a good one. Now we're back.
Last night, what a scene.
Yeah, I remember this one like it was yesterday. I don't, of course, I don't know the words. Yeah, I'm a ladies' man, yes I am. Yeah, I remember it. Patting myself on the back. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yo! Most girls can't say no to Miles Goodwin. That's why I'm a ladies' man. Yes, I am. I'm a ladies' man. Yes, I am. No reason to be shy. No sense in wondering why, 'cause I'm a ladies' man. Come on, give me all yours tonight, baby. Good solo. I don't know what that effect is. Little phase shift drums. Yes, I am. Come and get it, girls. No need to wonder why. No sense in being shy, 'cause I'm a ladies' man. Yes, I am. You know what, friends? If you have the Rock and Roll Geek app, Android app, or iPhone app, don't look on the bonus content on this episode. Don't click the little B for bonus content, because the link to where you can download this album will not be there, friends, because that would just be wrong. I would never try to stick it to Capitol Records, who's, by the way, dropped Exodus when I was in the band. I give that one a +1. Next song, Before the Dawn, written by Brian Greenway, one of the other guitar players, and he does the lead vocals on this song. I don't remember this song. Little bit like Here Come the Tears, or is that the name of the Judas Priest song? Lorelei.
Sunshine in the night, making everything worthwhile.
That is a total 70s vocal style right there. You know I need your love, pretty lady.
But do you love me? I've got to know. I've got to know now. How long ago I had a lady. She looked a lot like you. She lied to my face, hey, such a disgrace. I had to leave, couldn't play the fool.
sounds a little like Billy Squire on vocals. Come on, Lorelei! And I would imagine he's probably doing the solo on this one too. I don't hate this song, but I'm giving it a half. Even this song is better than most of the crap that's out there today.
I've tried, but I just can't find a way. I need you bad, babe. You're tearing me apart. You know I gave you.
By the way, on the vinyl, this is the first song on side 2. All right, half. Not really worthy of playing the entire song, so I'm gonna kill it! All right, next song, Babes in Arms. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I remember this one. Good riff. Is it love is like babes in arms? Something like that. Yeah, I got it. Love is like babes in arms. I swear, friends, I have not listened to this album in years. Yes, it's true. Good riff. This is a good song. I like this. This is a big +1. You're such a bore, loving and teasing for all the wrong reasons. Hot days, cold nights. Lovers are babes in arms. Yes, it's true. True, baby. Come on, solo. Yeah, breakdown. You can't go wrong with a breakdown. It's a good song. I like this, man. Fuck. I forgot how good April Wine was back then. And Miles Goodwin sings fucking great. Original sounding voice. Lovers are babes in arms. dancing arms. Come on. That's a good one. I need to pull another Tecate here. Getting a little bit buzzed on a Wednesday night. Listen to some April Wine. I can't think of a better way to spend a Wednesday night. Having a few beers, listen to some April Wine, harder, faster. I got to do this. Thank you, Michael Street. I got to do Will It Hold Up more often. Bring back some more of my albums that I haven't listened to in a long time. That was a good one. All right. Better Do It. 2 more songs on this album. Better Do It Well. I don't remember this one. Written by Miles Goodwin and Gary Moffat. Kind of a little southern rock sound. I don't remember this song. That's a little Kiss sounding. That's a little Kiss sounding right there. You're gonna love me, you better do it well, because you know how I am. I need the loving hard, baby. That's Miles Goodwin talking. I'm going to give that one a half. It's a pretty good half, a pretty strong half, though. Tramp of the neighborhood. All right, last song, a cover of King Crimson. Brian Greenway singing lead vocals on this one. 21st Century Schizoid Man. This was what introduced me to King Crimson. This song, I remember this like it was yesterday. They probably still play this one live. That's good. That's good. I think this song came out in, what, 65 or something like that? Oh, no. 1969. It was on their debut album, Court of the Crimson King. All right, obviously I'll give that one a +1. So let's tally it up, shall we? 8 songs. Does an album really need any more than 8 songs? I don't think so. Does an album really need to be any more than 32 minutes and 27 seconds? I don't think so. Got 1, 2 and a half, 3 and a half, 4, 5, 6 and a half out of 6 and a half out of 8. Let me tally that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. 6 and a half out of 8. So there were 3 halves out of this. I think all in all, this album stands the test of time. So does it hold up? I have to say yes, it does, friends. You agree with me? Send me an email. rockandrollgeek@gmail.com with the subject line, Butler. Man, you have great taste in music. That's all. Just put that in the subject line. You think this album does not hold up? rockandrollgeek@gmail.com with the subject line, you outdated old man, you piece of shit. This album blows. 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 And that Raconteurs rules, rules, rules. Butler, give it up. Podcasting has left you in the dust. It's time to retire. Put that in the subject line, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this little segment of Will It Hold Up? April Wine's Harder, Faster from 1979. Let me put the sleeve back in the vinyl. Back in the, let me put the inner sleeve back in the outer sleeve. It gets a little hippy-dippy, but I still like it. Let me see what they're doing now. Are they still going? Well, April Wine Tour 2019, 50 years strong. What are their tour dates? Playing sold out shows. Sarnia, Ontario, sold out. Calgary, Alberta, sold out. They're doing a lot of shows in Canada. All in Canada. So, in the band currently, Miles Goodwin, Brian Greenway still in the band. Then 2 other guys. All right, with 2 original members, not bad. There you go, friends. April Wine Harder Fast. I hope you enjoyed that. All right, let me read an email or 2 or 1 and get the hell out of here. Here's an email from Andrew Fanara. Michael. Oh, let me take a sip of this fine Heineken. Or, excuse me, Heineken? I have a buzz. I haven't drank a Heineken forever. Let me take a sip of this fine Tecate before I read this email. From Andrew Fanara. Michael, I really love your show. Long-time listener. Sorry to bring a negative vibe. But Jesus, God Almighty, what the fuck has gotten into you? Never, ever play the Hollywood Vampires again. Holy fuck, every track sucked. Not even a debate! Jesus God Almighty. Oh, I see. I read that already. I'm going to read it again. Jesus, God Almighty, what the fuck has gotten into you? Never, ever play the Hollywood Vampires again. Holy fuck, every track sucked. Not even a debate! I'm not investing any more energy into hating the album. It's not worth my time. I want to leave on a positive note, though. Well, gee, thanks, Andrew. I want to leave on a positive note. This font is small. I got to get up close to the computer screen here. I want to leave on a positive note. The genesis for most of my music buys comes from you. Full stop. Also, love the new Wild Hearts and DAD. Going to see The Darkness in Seattle in a few days. Yeah, why did The Darkness only play 1 U.S. date? 1! They played Seattle, that was it. Andrew, tell me how that show was, because that really pisses me off. I figured they would come down here if they were coming for Seattle. I thought for sure they would book some more shows. New Buck Cherry album out, I think. Have not heard it yet. I don't care about the new Buck Cherry, Andrew, but I do care about how The Darkness was. Stay frosty, my friend. All right, there you go. That's all the emails I'm going to read. I think that's enough for tonight. I need to pack some clothes for the weekend in the LA area. Again, we are playing, if you're down in the Southern California area, Friday in Tarzana at Pete's Place, Saturday Old Town Pub in Pasadena. I will see you there, friends. Come up to me, tell me you're a friend of the show, and use the secret code Super Great Couldn't Be Better, and I will buy you a beer, friends. Plus, it'd be nice to meet friends of the show down in the L.A. area. All right, I'm going to close out with one more song. This band was turned on to me by Casey Crenshaw. I know nothing about this band other than they were produced by Tuck from The Biters. The band is called, I think they're from Atlanta. The band is called Prowess, and this song is called Looking for a Bullet. Thank you for listening, friends. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find this show. You can find me on the Facebook, R&R Geek. You can find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. You can find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek Don't Ask. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. What else was that? Don't forget to go to the forums or to Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page. You have to answer 2 questions. If you don't answer the questions, you're getting deleted. You will not get accepted, friends. Because a lot of people come and they ask to be added and they don't answer questions. And if they're simple questions, I just want to know that you're not a Russian hacker, friends. That's all. Just answer those 2 questions and I will gladly add you to the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. All right, enough of that. Here's Prowess. Thank you for listening, friends. Thank you for donating to the show. Please keep the donations coming because without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. Here's Prowess. Hopefully I'll see you down in LA and I'll talk to you again next week.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.